A lot of awesome creators are working on some really cool tabletop role-playing games and adventures, and they could use our help to make them come to life. So let's check out a few really interesting and fun-looking crowdfunding campaigns that are going on right now. I want to start off this list talking about a Kickstarter campaign that you gotta just trust me on. One of my all-time favorite books is this Atlas of Fantastic Worlds. It's so cool, and I reference it all the time just to get inspired. And Pam Hansel, the editor of this book, has a new project called Landu. I should not be allowed to say anything in French. I'm sorry. It's a combo of a game, adventures, and short stories that are set in different regions of France. It's a book made completely by women, 4 writers, 6 illustrators. The illustrations in this book are going to be incredible, and the actual production of the book is going to be awesome too. I'm really excited about a fresh, different perspective in the tabletop role-playing game world, and if it's anything like the Atlas of Fantastic Worlds, it's gonna be awesome. You can actually get a reprint of this book as well. Go check out the link in the description. You can scroll down. There's an English section of the Kickstarter page. They're printing it in French and in English. Go get all the details and trust me on this one. Just trust me. You don't want to miss out. Definitely back this book. Next up is Mörk Sol. It's a space horror Morkborg style game. I'm obviously a big fan of Morkborg. It's kind of become my favorite D20 style game, so this is an easy back for me. Infinite Citadel is a group of creators making some really cool looking stuff, and this one is no exception. It looks like the book is following the Morkborg style, not like the artistic style, although crazy art, but the format of the book. So there'll be all the rules and character options you need, plus the real fun stuff of creating missions and planets, and there's going to be a starting adventure as well. I think this one looks super awesome, and I'm really looking forward to having the final printed book in my hands. Wildendrem Volume 2 is the follow-up to the Valley of Flowers book. This one's going to be a big OSR sandbox setting for OSE or Cairn, or really any old school fantasy game. It's got a bunch of adventure sites and tons of cursed swords. Lots of fun ideas that you can use at your table, even if you aren't running the full campaign. And I've only heard really good things about the Valley of Flowers, and it's one that I sadly missed the original campaign, so I'm happy to jump on this one and get all 3 books in one shot. I'm probably going to show off these books in future videos, so go check out the campaign and keep an eye out for further looks. Oh, and my pal Michael from Night Noon Games is doing a Shadow Dark conversion, so that's just another added bonus. Only a few days left to back this one, so jump on it. Now let's move over to Backer Kit, where there's all kinds of fun stuff happening. First off is Islands of Weirdhope. It's a water world expansion for eco-mofos. I guess it's also a standalone game, so you don't have to have eco-mofos, but I'm a big fan of this game. I think it's a perfect example of how you take a wonderful system like Into the Odd and adapt it to a rich and vibrant setting. And the follow-up, Islands of Weirdhope, is billed as Nausicaa and Wind Waker meets Waterworld, so I'm instantly hooked. I think David Blandy and Daniel Locke are the perfect creative pair. The writing hits the sweet spot of evocative and useful at the table, and the art is just so charming. They also have a bunch of other adventure writers working on a second adventure book. Just too cool. Definitely check it out. Now let's talk about the big, exciting project going on Backer Kit all month, Mausritter Month. Another Into the Odd style game that I think is too good, and I recommend Mausritter as the perfect starting RPG. And this huge Mausritter Month campaign is going to make that recommendation even easier. There's actually 16 Mausritter campaigns all going on at once, and I ended up backing all of them. That's how rad all of this stuff, this whole campaign is. And backing 16 projects at once is kind of a lot, but one of the cool things that Exalted Funeral is doing is shipping, I think, like 13 out of the 16 projects. All of the rewards are being bundled and sent as one package. So just paying shipping for one package instead of 16 is awesome. And before I jump into all the individual campaigns, I really just want to encourage you to go through and look at everything, because I can't believe how cool all of it looks. Okay, so starting off is Junk City. It's the official campaign setting. Another rad looking box set filled with a guidebook and pamphlet adventures, a sweet looking junkyard map, and all of the items and goodies that you expect from Mausritter. So your mice heroes are going to be exploring this crazy junkyard, trying to collect these 9 shards that all the different factions are trying to get their hands on. And if they collect all 9, they get to open up the sealed adventure. So cool. The other box set campaign that I actually got to read beforehand is Rolling Coast. This sandbox is set in an amusement park, and there's all sorts of fun stuff going on. You know, people stomping around, going on rides and stuff during the day, so you want your mice to go out at night. There's a randomized sewer dungeon underneath the park. There's sentient ticket stubs and the gangster rats and the hamlet of Snackburg. All kinds of fun stuff. There are so many fun ideas in this one. I think Matthew Morris and Hugh Lashbrook have really outdone themselves. This is a great adventure. I loved Tomb of a Thousand Doors, but I feel like this one takes it up a notch with the fun and the whimsy. Matthew is such a rad dude. Basically anything he makes, I'm gonna support. So Rolling Coast, instant back for me. The Tales of Quill, I think that's how you say it, is another instant back for me. I'm really psyched on this one because Josiah Moore's Tiny Fables adventure is so nice. It's a sort of Alice in Wonderland mouse adventure with awesome art and a style of writing that I really love. You know, evocative, that gets the imagination going, but also terse and to the point. And this Tales of Quill campaign is 3 pamphlets that expand the Tiny Fables setting, and I know they're just going to be great. Risograph, awesome artwork, top-notch stuff. The Tales and Trinket campaign looks great. You know, I love the Mausritter inventory system, all the little tokens that help you keep track of your inventory. A big reason of why I recommend Mausritter as a great starting game. And Tales and Trinkets is just going to expand that inventory in a really awesome way, since that's an instant back as well. I think Mech Ritter is the perfect companion to the Junk City box. It reminds me of Michael's game Mech Tech, where you can construct mech suits using stickers, like you stick stickers together to build a mech. Super fun, and you're building your mechs out of junk that you collect, so it works awesome with the junkyard setting. And it's just another great tactile way to play Mausritter at your table, and I love the art in this one too. Joey Royale and Tiger Wizard are doing a carnival adventure called Tales from the Night Market, where all the art is painted on canvas. This one's gonna be bonkers and super fun for sure. Helena Hogwaller is a World War I inspired adventure where the guns are actually like spell tablet shooters, super clever, and the art is this amazing watercolor style. I love the map. The map is a big field. The Baron's Grip is a full-on forest sandbox by M. Allen Hall, who made one of my favorite dungeon generator games, In Ruins. Baron's Grip looks like a fantastic classic fantasy adventure for Mausritter. Again, super charming artwork. Really excited for this one. The artwork in Rin, another full-on setting, looks absolutely insane, so that was an instant back. There are just so many great looking projects. Tales from Behind the Ferns, Ascent of the Wretch Wings Tower, Soul Food, Flight of Fancy, 8 short of a dozen. Even Mouse Olympics is a whole collection of sport mini games for your mice. You know, take a break from exploring to compete in the Mouse Olympics. And then there's Stink City, an entire pop-up dungeon that looks so cool. Just So many awesome ideas, so many fun settings and adventures. And I think what's just so super cool about Mausritter Month is how it promotes all of these third-party publishers and creators. These folks are making really rad stuff for Mausritter, and I just like seeing a community spring up around a game that really supports them. If you have any desire to play a really wonderful, easy to play, easy to run game about tiny heroic mice exploring dangerous places, now is the time to check out all of these great settings and adventures and tools. Mausritter is just super awesome. Seriously, go look through all the projects and help support these creators, get their zines and their books and their box sets made. I love this tabletop role-playing game hobby so much, and seeing all this rad stuff being created is just the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!